Hello and welcome to Retro Reviews in English, another TLDR video where I take a quick look at whatever I've reviewed and force myself to say something good, something bad, what I think is the best and what I think is the worst. And today it's the Kefine Delci or Delci, or I'm not quite sure how you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it Delci for some reason. It just reminds me of an Italian pronunciation. But anyway, the Kefine Delci. These IEMs were sent to me by Kefine. I have no affiliation with them whatsoever. You can find out more by checking out the full review, which is linked in the description, or just head over to retroreviews.com. Okay, so as always, starting off with something good. These are a €50, well, just over €50. They're just outside what I would consider ultra budget. They're like €55, but a €55 set of IEMs that are well built, they're comfortable, and the presentations and contents and so on are basically identical to the actual Kefine Planar that I reviewed like November last year, which cost double what these cost. That was the first model by them, a planar model. This is the second model by them, which is a dynamic driver. But the contents and so on are literally identical, except in this case, we actually have metal connectors on the cable instead of plastic, which we got on the planar. So for €50 or just over €50, I think you're getting a very good deal. Something bad. Well, these are a very laid back sound signature. They're not... how should I put it? They're not detail focused. They're not really bright. They do take vocals back a little, so vocals aren't the center of attention. They are sort of more aimed on the lower ends and basically gives you a warmer, sort of more relaxed sound signature. Now, the best is that sound signature works really well. I mean, they're sort of like warmer and relaxed, but without losing the detail. The details are still there. Yes, vocals do sort of take a step back, but they're not completely lost. There is emphasis on the lower end, but it's not overpowering. In general, it's just a sound signature that I find works really, really well for relaxing and just listening to the music. And the worst, well, really there's one thing that I complained about in the full review, which is there's a peak up in the upper treble, which sort of coincides on occasions, not all the time, but on occasions it coincides with sort of like cymbals, hi-hats, and other metallic sounds in the upper ranges, and it can make things a little harsh. And the main thing is that because it's such a relaxed and smooth sound signature, when that peak does coincide with something with a metallic sound in that area, it sort of like jumps out at you even more, and it's like being woken up suddenly from being in like, it's as though these IEMs, they sort of like put you in a relaxed trance state listening to music, and then suddenly that upper harshness just sort of like appears and it brings you out of it straight away. But other than that, I really couldn't find myself to complain about anything else. But if you want to know more, check out the full review. It's linked in the description, or head over to retroreviews.com. And I'll be back with another one soon. See you later.